Hi Pisces, how are you my darlings? How's it going? I'm Eriu and this is Eriu Tarot Readings, and as always my darlings, you are very welcome here to your reading, bi-weekly one for the 17th to the 30th of July 2017. Remember, if this doesn't fully resonate with you, that's fine. Check out your moon sign and your rising sign videos as well, okay? It's not a problem if you need to do that. Right my darlings, how are you getting on? How's things? Are you enjoying summer? Are you having a good time? Is life treating you well? I hope it is. And if you're finding it a bit difficult and that's why you're here, well look, let's see what's going on. Let's see how we can help, okay? Lovely Pisces. So, just to let you guys know, slightly different reading this week because the bi-weeklies did resonate with people, which was great. But I don't know about you, but I kind of get like bored of the same style of reading. So I decided to pull up a reading which is actually quite well known. It's called the Who Am I Now and Where Am I Going reading. Okay, so I'm a big fan of the individual journey, where we're headed. Sometimes we don't even know who we are now because we're not who we were yesterday. And I think it's important to check in with ourselves really every now and again and see how we're getting on. And especially as we're more than halfway through the year, 2017 is after flying by. So let's just see, yeah, let's check in with ourselves, see how we're doing, all right? This is a really nice 7-card spread. Obviously the positions mean certain things and I'll tell you all about them as we go along. And if I need to clarify, I will, okay? All right, my darlings? And as always, thank you for being here with me. And thank you for watching. And thank you for all your love. Just thank you. One more and this is us. Lovely. Okay. And as I always say, if you haven't done it already, grab yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, something stronger if you need to. And relax. And let's see what's going to go on for you for these 2 weeks, alright? Okay, so 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th positions here. So normally I like to, you know my readings, like I like to flip all the cards over really quick, but I was like, this one in particular, I like to take it as it comes, okay? So let's do that. Let's invest a little bit more in the positions and what they mean for you, all right? So we'll go with the first one here. This is the very center of the reading, and this is who you are now. Okay, well, you know, I'm not really surprised, as Pisces is always doing something. Pisces is always working away at something. And look, there's no exception this week or the next 2 weeks for you. You've got the 3 of Pentacles here, and Pentacles is the opposite of you. So water and earth, but beautifully complementary to one another. We've got Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn here. And what we have here is somebody who's really just trying to get on with things and trying to, as I like to say, create a life for themselves, but also carve their own path out of life. Creating a life that they want and that's particular to them. And it's really nice. You're not at the very beginning, but you know that you're there's a little bit more to go, all right? And that's not a bad thing either. There's a nice lot of investment in this as well. So for some of you, if it is a case that you're career-wise, you feel like you're starting off or you're starting again, this is a lovely card to have. For some of you, maybe a little bit of money coming in, not a lot of money, not a lot, but a little bit coming in, and that little bit though helps you to push you into where you want to be as well. So it may help you fund your career or fund a small business that you're trying to open up, or just invest back into things that you might need. So if you're like, just say like a freelance videographer or you're an artist or something, the little bit of money that's coming in is helping you to get extra equipment and utensils for what you need to do to keep the job or the creativity flowing in a very practical way, all right? So that's really nice. Now what I will say to you sometimes with this card in particular is that sometimes there are people around you with this card that will stop you and say, well, what are you doing? What are you doing that for? Why do you want to do that? See, you can actually see it here, these two people, which you may deem to be slightly higher up, okay? If we believe in the hierarchical structure sometimes in business and life in general, then what you have here, these two people saying, well, you know, what are you doing that for? I don't understand. Why would you want to do that? And it kind of stops you a little bit in your tracks and you're like, well, hold on, I was busy up here. I'm doing this because I want to do this for me and I want to be somewhere in life and I want to have I want to be somewhere by a certain age even. And they're like, yeah, but why would you go ahead and do that when you have this and this is safe and secure? What I'll say to you here is, Pisces, not everyone has the confidence or the courage within themselves sometimes to actually push themselves to get to where they want to be. And they feel safer and secure in places that maybe they don't even like, but the security is a huge benefit factor to them. So I want you to not listen too much to these people, all right? Don't listen too much to them, because not that they come with ill intent, but it will kind of throw you off your balance a little bit. Look, there's a balancing act here on this piece of wood that he's standing on. And it stops you for a moment, and you want to stay focused and you want to stay grounded. And having people like this question what you're doing at times can be of great benefit, because it makes you see something from a different perspective. But realistically, it's more the case here is that people will look at you and go, well, why? Why do you want to do that? You don't need to explain yourself to anyone. Just say, look, this is where I want to be and I'm going to invest in myself. And then turn back around and keep working away, all right? But nice card to have, right? Nice card to have. Now, this is the second card that is over this, and this is what you don't know about yourself. Did you know this is really nice? So, Pisces, what you don't know about yourself is that you're actually are pretty well balanced. When I said that these people may throw you off your balance, be rest assured that your inner balance, your inner knowledge of yourself is there. And more importantly, it will help you to balance out in times where you may meet this sort of person or these people in general. But also it's nice that you can't fully be swayed. I know sometimes, Pisces, your little fishies kind of get themselves into a bit of a whirlwind, don't they? They kind of spin out of control and they swim around each other really fast, and they're like, you know, they can get agitated sometimes a bit quite easily if the water moves too rapidly for them. Most of the time you're quite fluid and energetically you're quite calm. But this is kind of reiterating that for you as well, in the sense that you have a lot to give. And if you don't know this, if you didn't know this then, you know this now, because I'm telling you, you have a lot to give. You have a lot to give, and in that though you will receive a lot. This is about finding the right people to surround yourself with, okay? I don't feel like these people, whoever they are in your life, could be family, could be the place that you work now. I don't feel like they don't get it. And that doesn't make them a bad person or people. It just means they're on a different wavelength, and that's fine, okay? If you think about it this way, we've different radio stations on different wavelengths that hold different content for many different people. You're just on a different radio station. That's all it is. But here, you understand that when you give out and show yourself a little bit more, that people will actually respond to that in a really great way. And I think in turn as well, that will help you balance out yourself too. But just know that you're okay. I think I need to tell you this a little bit more. So, you know, guys, girls, you got this. You're actually all right here. And so if you do ever find yourself imbalanced slightly, know that actually you're all right. You've gone from a 3 to 6, you've doubled yourself up as well. So it's not like you're not going in the right direction, you really are. But it's a direction that's for you, not for others, and you may come up with some obstacles with that. But hey, look, this is how life is sometimes, alright? Now your third position up here, this is what you need to relinquish. This is what you kind of need to cut out. This is what you need to kind of get rid of, okay? As in, it doesn't serve you any more good purpose, or if it ever did. Well, let's move Buddha back here a bit now. So let's have a look for you. Ah, right, okay. Do you know, I keep hearing in my head, you need to let go of people's words. You need to let go of their energy and their words, and how it affects you. And I know this isn't a swords card where words would be of importance, or would be something that is a structure within that particular suit that it works off, but I feel this is important for you to know. So you have a major arcana here, and so far that's the first one you have, which is not a bad thing. But it's a pretty harsh energy, and it's obviously it's the Devil card. All right, so this is the traditional Rider-Waite, by the way, I forgot to say this, and it's the Radiant deck, so it's quite smaller, but the images are a lot more vivid as opposed to the traditional Rider-Waite. Okay, it's a lot brighter. As it says, it's radiant. So we see a lot more things in this than we normally would in the other Rider-Waite deck. But this is about you needing to let go of cords connected to people that don't serve you any good. And also this can be relationship or it can be family or it all. Ooh, I really feel family for some of you. Yes, sorry, I'm just getting that now. For a lot of you, these people that don't know why you're doing what you're doing, it's family. For a lot of you. A lot of you. Oh, a lot of you. My God, I can feel that there. And for others, it could just be business as well. Or this is a card that's governed by Capricorn. So some of you may have a Capricorn in your life, either in love or business or home, that you're connected to. But realistically, Pisces, oh, and I also got a Taurus there or a Scorpio. They're weighing you down. They don't want you to progress. I know I'm completely going off the meaning of this card, but I need to tell you this because I can feel this now. They don't want you to progress. They don't want you to get better. Because then you will surpass them and they don't want to be left on their own. There is a selfishness attached to this card. And also I think for some of you, whoever this person is a massive amount of jealousy. Huge, huge. They're so jealous at what you can do. So what they do is they want to keep you in the loop. They want to keep you in the circle. Their circle. They don't want you to go anywhere. They don't want you to do anything. I feel like as well for some of you, this could be a very controlling person. And they're just, I feel like you're coming to them with these ideas and thoughts, and even if they are, maybe if they are things that won't ever really kind of manifest in the physical world, it's like they don't even indulge you in it. They're like, why would you want to do that? That sucks. That's crap. That won't get you anywhere. And it dulls your spirit a little bit as well here, Pisces. There's a toxicity, high level of toxicity with this card. High level of abuse, high level of possession, high level of obsession, high level of substance abuse, and also a high level of being caught up in doing the same thing over and over again with someone, hoping that the outcome will be different, and it never is. The thing with these people is their hands aren't shackled, their necks are. So in many ways they could just open this up and they could walk away, but they don't. They choose to stay in this energy. And sometimes if it's a relationship, it's about two people just slowly killing each other off. It's terrible, right? It's heavy. But let's get some clarity for you. It could be any of these things that's going on with you, Pisces. It could be dampening your spirits and could be dampening your dreams. And out of all the signs, the one sign I don't want their dreams to be dampened is Pisces, because that's what fuels you. That's what's so unique and lovely about you, is that you want your dreams to be a reality. Okay, so it definitely is an earth sign for some of you. So you see that that's a bit far away. Move this over. Okay. So yeah, there's been a lot of arguments with this person in particular. As I said, it could be work or it could be relationship or it could be home life in general. There has been a lot of arguments. I think that you have been snapping a little bit more than you ever really would, Pisces. It's because, as I said, they're dampening your dream, and they're not investing as much in your dream as you are, which is okay in some ways because it's not their dream, but at the same time you want support and you're just not bloody well getting it. That's what it is. If this person is a little bit self-centered, kind of only focusing on what they have, on the things that they have. I think also with them, as I said, they don't want you to elevate, surpass them in any ways. This could be in an academic sense, or also for some of you it could be financially. They just don't want you to financially be above them, which is a bit silly, but there you are. Like, some people are like this. Now, I feel the fights going back and forth a little bit, but I feel like it's more so nitpicking, and it's not even full-on aggression, or it's even just do you know, this sounds really funny, but you know, in like office scenarios, right? If any of you ever work in an office or have worked in an office, there's this thing about people and their mugs, right? You know this, right? It's like, that's my mug, don't touch my mug, right? That's it. People get really possessive about the mugs. It's like that. And then it's like, this person knows that this is your mug, and you come into the office that morning, you're like, I need a cup of coffee now, I need a cup of tea now, and you go to get your mug and it's gone. And it's like, you know, that person purposely took your mug to annoy you. It's that. It's severely passive aggressive as well. Now, I feel like though in some ways it puts you down, but in some ways it's actually slowly detaching you from them, because you're like, I don't even give an F about this. I feel it off this card, like you're looking at wounding them and you're like, I don't even give an F about this. But the only problem is with this, Pisces, it's actually weakening your spirit, because this isn't how you operate, this isn't how you work. And in turn, you might feel yourself actually becoming a bit sick. You're wondering why you're feeling sick so often. You're wondering why your tummy's not settled. For some of you, it might even be like IBS. You're like, I don't even know what's going on in there. I thought I ate fine. I don't know what the story is. I'm drinking enough water. I'm good. I'm taking my vitamins. I'm fine. And for others of you, it could be headaches, but more so I feel like it's in your stomach, or you're feeling weak, or you're feeling faint. It's because there's a lot of stress being put on your body by this particular scenario. And this card comes up in this position with this particular story to tell you, like, you gotta let this go. You gotta cut the cord. And I get that you don't want to be the one to do it, but you're gonna have to be. Because also I think this is a little bit of a life lesson for you as well, is that sometimes you can't just let things drift away or drift apart. Sometimes you have to be the one to say, no, this isn't right. This isn't good enough anymore. We need to just cut this. You know, and that's strength building as well, if you decide to do that, you know. Sometimes you have to be the one. It's not always comfortable, I know, but sometimes you have to be. So just be careful of this person and this energy, because it's not good. Not good for you. And as I said, like health-wise, it's not good for you either. Now your fourth card here, this is what you need to develop. Oh, okay, 9 of Swords. It's so funny because I've been getting like good cards in the relinquish side, and then develop cards in the or in the development side, bad cards essentially, which is quite funny. I'm like, why? Flipping the script on me here, Tarot, totally. But now, 9 of Swords. So what is Swords? Well, now we have air energy. Now we've got Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. Now we've got this going on. And this isn't a great card, actually. I need to tell you that up front. It's not a great card by any means. It does govern truth, communication, logic, thought, rationale. Governs all those things. But it also brings the negative side of all those things as well. Same as any suit, you've got your positive and negative sides. So even though it does govern thought and does govern the ability to speak your truth and speak the word that is important to you, that fully represents you, this card in particular is being overwhelmed by all of that. So this is what you need to develop. If you imagine these swords are like memories, or they're words, and that they hurt you each time you think about them. It brings you back to that place, and it actually keeps you up a bit at night. So for some of you, as I said, you might be getting headaches. You might actually just not being able to sleep as well, and this is what's going on. I feel like a lot of you are severing a chapter of your life, or that you know you're coming into the next chapter, and a lot of people around you aren't in favour of that. You just got to listen to your own inner voice though. And your own inner voice is here. Now you're probably going, well, Jesus, this is what I need to develop? Eriu, this is what I need to develop? This is more of a warning actually for you, rather than something that you need to develop. This is saying, look, don't get too caught up in your thoughts. Don't let other people's words pierce you as much as they should, because their energy, it's negative, it's not worth it. Criticism can be good if it's constructive. These people are just going, oh, why would you want to do that? Oh, that's crap. Look, as I said to you before, they haven't got the courage to do what you're doing. All right. And when they see people doing something for themselves in that particular manner and really taking hold of their life, the other people want to do that, but they're too in fear, and therefore they put their fear and negativity onto you. Sometimes they don't mean to do that, but that they don't realize that this stays with you, and it stays in your head, and that's not fun for you, and that's not good for you as well. What you need to develop is the ability to not take on these people's words so harshly. What you need to do is allow your sensitivity to show, but know that you need to kind of create this slightly stronger armor in order to deal with these swords. And I don't mean just like pushing it under the rug. I don't mean that. I mean actually dealing with it and seeing it for what it is, and going, no, I don't want to have that. No, I'm not going to listen to them. No, what they said was wrong. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to think that. This is what you need to develop, is your ability to bounce those swords back off your own armor. And what you could do, would you learn from your sister and brother sign of Cancer, with their outer shell and their sensitivity on the inside, they have the ability to do this. So the fishes, I know you're so soft, aren't you? Pisces, you're so soft. But it's important that you create this armor on the outside so that this doesn't affect you as much on the inside. That's important. So, yeah. And like, it sucks that people are doing this with you, Pisces, but like now you know how to deal with it. And that you can let it wash over you without it fully drowning you as well. In particular, their words, right? Now, this is 5th, 6th and 7th positions, and I just like to flip all the 3 of these over altogether. So we're going to do that way. Yay! Cool. Okay. So, this is nice, right? So, 5th, 6th and 7th, as I said. This card here in this position is what you'd love to become, which is the King of Cups. So you kind of want to be your best version of yourself. You want to elevate yourself in a major way, but you still want to kind of stay as you are. You want to elevate, you want to get good positions, you want to be an important person in someone's life or in your work life or home life. But you still want to be you, which means, because you're still in your water suit here, which again is you, Cancer and Scorpio. But what you're really saying is, I want to be accepted for who I am here, because I'm not being accepted for who I am. And that's not fair, because I accept people for who they are. And I want to be someone that people see and understand and accept without judgment. I just want to be me, but I want to be a really good version of me. And the King of Cups is like that. Also as well, I think a lot of you are creating a more action-orientated approach to your career or love, or your domestic life, or whatever area of your life. It's like you want to create that and you want to go for it. And I think you've got a little bit of fire coming up in you here now, Pisces, because you're just like, well, I'm dedicated to the cause. This cause is my life, and I'm not going to let anyone take over and say this is how I need to do things. What's great about this, what I said to you about creating an armor against these words and thoughts that people like throw at you. This particular king is an emotional king, like you are. And being emotional is not a negative thing whatsoever. I thoroughly believe that water signs are here on this earth to remind us to be emotional beings to one another, right? But he is aware of how the sea and those inner emotions, our inner sea, if you will, how it fluctuates. How it can be really calm one time and then completely turbulent and rough the next time. And he knows that this can happen, and he knows that that can happen within him, but he's okay with it, because he says, look, I know exactly how this works. I will weigh out the storm. I will go through this storm, because I know at the other side it will be calm again. And that's what he does. He's creating as well, I guess you want to say, your own emotional inner strength with regards to pushing back off people's words and saying, no, I feel rough now because of that, but I will feel better soon. In many ways, he controls his emotions. Not in a very mad, possessive way, but he does that. He can control that. And he's okay with whatever then happens around him. He will, as I said to you about here, letting it wash over you. That's what he does. But he doesn't stir, because he knows he'll be absolutely fine. I think that's great for you, Pisces. And I think this is in your reach. I really do. I think this is what you will be working towards without even being conscious of it, because you're too busy trying to carve your own way. Right? Yes. Now, funny enough, your 6th position is a 6 of Wands, which is quite nice here. This is your current quest. All right. This is lovely. So when I said you got a bit of a fire in your belly now, you really do. Wands we've got, or rods, whichever one you want to call them. We've got Leo, Aries and Sagittarius. And this is that fire, right? This is the fire that you're looking for. This fire that you want. This is about achieving something. Something that you've been looking for. Something that you've been trying to achieve. Kind of working away at it and finally getting it. This is about recognition. And people seeing you in a certain light now. And I said to you, you wanted to be seen for who you are. Didn't I? What did I say? I can't remember which way I said it now. But you wanted to live a life that was for you. And this is people finally seeing that. Not only that, this is about people supporting you in that. And being like, yes, this person has something really special. I want to walk with them. See these rods here. And this wreath up here is about achievement as well. And the wreath on your head. This is you on the horse. And all the people around you, the background. They support you in what you do. This is your current quest. So if you feel like you're not here yet, what I will say to you is, Pisces, you're getting there. And people believe in you. And even times that you feel like you don't believe in yourself, or that other people don't believe in you, there are people. Find your tribe. Find the people that will believe in you and give you the help and support that you need. That's where you're going. And hey, that's a great card to have for where you're going. Like, so lovely. In a minor way, because you only have one major arcana. But hey, look, I'd rather have nice cards like this than, you know, heavier cards than this. So, wait, go through the storm, come out the other side, and learn a lot more about yourself here. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I don't even really feel like I need to clarify because this is just all making sense. Now, the 7th card here, ironically as well, we've got 7. This is right in the position. This is where it will lead you to. And this is the 7 of Wands. Now, the 7 of Wands is about having to fight the good fight. So 6, you know, you're not quite there yet, but you're on your way and you're more than halfway there. And 7 here is about there will still be people that will not believe in you. And there will still be people that will fight against you. But you're higher than where you are now. And I don't even mean in a position sort of way. I mean inner intellect. Your body, your mind, your spirit, your emotions. You're at a higher level. You are working off a frequency that is higher than some people that will come after you. Because they will come after you. They will have something to say. Because your talent scares them. Pisces. I feel like I need to tell you this. Your talent scares them. Where you're going, how well you're doing, scares them. I feel like for a lot of you, this is your family. Like, they see the progression that you're doing well, but then they're like, but this, I keep hearing like, this isn't a real job. Well, what is a real job? As long as you're making money, as long as you can pay your bills, you're not hurting anyone or yourself in the process. As long as you adult effectively, you're alright. But for some reason there's a bit of a, I keep getting the stigma of like, job should be 9 to 5, job should be 9 to 5, you have to work a certain way here and this, that and the other. And it's like, that's not how we operate anymore. Or at least that's not how some people operate. Like yourself, Pisces. You're going to be coming up against a few battles here. This is where all this will lead you to. But this is a mega growth period for you. It's pretty obvious to me it is. But it's so that also that you harden yourself a little bit more on the outside and that you create kind of a bit more of a voice for yourself. It also depends as well what your rising and your moon sign are. If you've got an Aries moon or if you've got Aries rising or Leo or Sag, like you're going to be a bit more outspoken. That's just how it is. But for those of you that are quieter, this is about you needing to develop that outer armor. Which is what he's doing here. So it may feel a bit rough at times, but you can outweigh it. That's not a problem. Look at where you are now. Look at you now. This is what you'd love to become. You're going to become this, Pisces. So you will have people, there will be people against you, but there will be people for you. And this is just about knowing who to surround yourself with. And then learning about how to deal with the negative side of people without fully taking on their personalities or their way of thinking. Because I feel like whoever these people are, it's like their way of thinking or no way. It's so silly. I can feel it. I'm like, why are you so stubborn? Whoever this is, so stubborn in yourself. Not you, Pisces, now. Whoever the other person or people are. I just feel like they have a very outdated, archaic look at the world. And they're just so narrow-minded. Like, they just cannot expand their brain. And it just... Or their view even. Or they don't even want to take it in. I feel frustrated because I feel it off you as well. You're like, will you just leave me alone? I'm just trying to live my life. I'm not hurting anyone. And they're like, well, you shouldn't be doing that. You should be doing this. And you should get it. You know, it's a very old way, as I said, archaic. But it's like, you should get a job with a pension. Do you know the kind of way where you have X amount of holidays a year? It's like, but some of us don't want to do that. That's what this feels like. You'll have a few battles, but you can win the battles. Go back to the people that care about you and that support you. Okay? So, different read for you, Pisces. My lovely Pisces, this has been your bi-weekly reading of Who Am I Now and Where Am I Going? July the 17th to July 30th, 2017. If you dig what I do, please like and leave a comment and share and subscribe, because you know we're a family here. This is a Tuatha, this is a tribe, and everyone's welcome here. So if you have any issues, let other Pisces help you out as well, okay? Put it in the dialogue comment box below. If you would like more guidance in your general life or your love life, or maybe a bit of both, I'm your gal. My email address is below. You can email me directly and I will email you back my services and prices as well. I do Skype readings and I do video readings as well. For July, I normally do more Skype, but if you're really stuck, I can do video for you, right? Because I don't want you to leave you hanging. I don't want you to leave you in the cold. Right, my darling Pisces, welcome to the Tuatha. Thank you for being here with me again. Lovely to see you and lovely to have you. You have a beautiful 2 weeks, my darlings. Many blessings to you, and I will see you in the following 2 weeks. You take care, Pisces. Bye-bye.